Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 7 of Christy's from Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches series 12. And today's sketch is by the lovely Maggie, and her Instagram and YouTube channel, she is Papers to Pages here on YouTube. I'm not sure if it's paper or papers. I'll put it down below for sure, just in case if you're not already following. And if you haven't already subscribed to Maggie, please go on over there. And I will also, of course, have her Instagram. And I love, love, love the sketch because, you know, I do enjoy doing large circular elements. Now, so let's have a look to begin with. Now, I have papers here. This is kind of funny. I have 2 photos here, and rather than the one 4x6 that Maggie has, I think I'm going to do 2 photos and sort of do my general, have them overlapping just a little bit like I do, but over to the side. So I can replicate the sketch fairly closely anyway. Now, for the papers, I have a lot of my embellishments out here from my How to Kill a Kit with Style for this month. I've got some sequins, the embellies. I brought in also the calico print that I absolutely love. We'll see whether I can get those on the page. Now, I was looking in my mind, because I really wanted to get these photos done for the fun of it, because really the month of May here has been absolutely silly and crazy, my friends, as far as weather is concerned. You're going to say, well, what's new with that? Probably nothing, except the sort of intensity, I guess, of it seems to be more and more each year, so the variations are more and more. This was on the 17th of May, my friends, and I was walking to Mom's in the morning, and I took this selfie, and I texted Joe, and I said, 17th of May, Mother Nature, it's May, not March, because in reality, I have my scarf and my winter coat. I could have put my hood on, but I sort of felt I was maybe a little bit wussy wearing my hood on top of it on the 17th of May, but my friends, it was 4 degrees. It was 4 degrees, and then on the 27th of May, 10 days later, I was dragging my air conditioning units out, my portable air conditioning units, to get them installed because it was close to 30, and we have had a heat wave. It's broken today. I'm pre-recording this on Saturday, and it broke, and we have a beautiful, beautiful day today of about 21, 22. But we broke records on Thursday, which was actually the 1st of June, of, my friends, 36 degrees on the thermometer, and we had the day prior to that 34, then 31, and 29, so just a crazy, crazy heat wave. So I sort of want to record that, and how, in a way, in Canada and Quebec, you need to be strong, people. You got to be strong. This is crazy. We have 20 degree variations in 24-hour periods some days. So that's where all of this is headed, all of my rambling, my friends. And I wanted to get the circular element, and I opened one of my Alex drawers. I love that when that happens. And the very, very first paper that I saw on the right-hand side, where I sort of have all of my wood grains, and the first drawer on one of my Alex units, if you recall, I have a lot of my pattern paper, sort of ad hoc, random sheets of pattern paper on one side and all my Bella Boulevard besties on the other. So, and I fell right on this sheet from Wild Whisper. It was classic wood grains, and I got it back in 2018. And you can see here it's sort of like lovely wood slices on one side, and then it had this big pattern of sort of a wood slice. So I fussy cut this out. I fussy cut out sort of the 3 elements. This one is smaller than it was on the pattern paper, and I did keep a few bits and pieces of this. We'll see if I bring it in like that, and the 2 photos, and then I want to put it on a wood grain background. Now I have this wood grain, which I might use, we'll have to see, I might use it to map my photos. We'll see how I bring that in. And I have, now, this is from the same collection, the classic wood grains. And you see, if I put that there, I find that that's way too busy for my liking, and I don't find there's enough contrast. So I turn it over here, and I sort of like that it brings in the same colors. That's a possibility. And although not in the sketch, I might pop something up here in my corner. We'll have to see. Don't know. Because you see, I definitely want to get that the way it is in the sketch, and then have the 2 photos here. Now, this background might be usable, or I might just go with a little bit more of something like this. And I think I like that because this brown matches that. Yeah, I do think this sits a lot better for me, and I will get sort of photos over there. Now, if you look at Maggie's lovely, lovely layout, there is some embellishment sort of in this area, a large title. Now, I'm going to have to go and look at the rest, at my acrylic titles, because I think I would like to bring in an acrylic title. Bright would not be the one for it, but you see, like a nice acrylic title would sit nicely here. So maybe I need to go look at that. And I don't know what I'm going to call this, maybe ups and downs, or something like that. I haven't quite made out the idea in my head of the title. I think I do like something up here, and I might bring in, do I like this? I do think I like matting my photo in that. I think that my photos on that might be nice, or would I bring in this maybe? Oh, that would be nice as well. And I do have a piece of that over there, so I could sort of do a little bit of a double mat and bring that in. And then I am looking here. Now, let's see. See, we have this flare, which could be fun right there, sort of something like that. And we'll get the photos there. Bring in sort of a flare here. Now, up top here, Maggie has sort of labels and tickets and things like that I could pop in here. Let's see, what do I have? I have, oops. We have a tag. Sort of, I could put sort of tags here, or I think I need to go in and get labels. Yeah, I think I need to get labels here rather than tags. Something like, you see, the ticket here, and I have this in other colors from Nicole Jones, but just let's look at this for sort of the, yeah, sort of getting this kind of thing. Now, Maggie has them all sort of within the circle, because I'm just seeing this now. She says pop up and cut out circle. So I have a cutout circle, and I could pop it up. So we'll have to see. So I'm thinking of some tickets, some labels. I do think I want something a little bit up here in the corner. I've got some flare pieces here that I could use. I've got this one. Maybe bring something in like this one. Maybe even a camera one. I've got more acrylic pieces that I will bring in here. And now you see from the embellishments, because I brought in the embellishments from my How to Kill a Kit with Style, although the paper here isn't from How to Kill a Kit with Style. And these are all very, very spring related, which is not necessarily where this is going. But you see here, spring has sprung, could be sort of something that I could put here. And this could be a shaker that I could pop here, maybe. Could we bring a shaker in here? I don't know. What do you think? This is rather large, though. Now, you know, I could do something that Tracy Banks used to do quite often, and I'm sure other people do it too. I could sort of just cut this down and shorten it and make it smaller, couldn't I? I think I like that idea. And bring one of the elements up here as a shaker pocket with the sequins, these calico print. So there you go, my friends. I'm not sure if any of that made sense so far, but let me go off and get a little bit further ahead on this, and I will come back. See you in a moment. Okay, my friends, so there you go. So off I went and got this down, and I just kept on going. Turned out a little bit differently than I was mentioning, but I did distress all the edges of these lovely wood slices, and then I got my soft suede ink out and inked all the edges, and I think that gives a better definition and depth and contrast to the layout. I did put this big piece here up because Maggie, in her sketch, she put cut out and popped up. So that is exactly what I did. I did the shaker pocket, and as I said I would, I did actually cut this a little bit, just brought it down by one scallop, and I like that size a lot better, and that gives me a little something up here in the corner, which I really, really like, which is a little bit different from the sketch, but I think you can definitely see the sketch, and in a lot of ways I stayed fairly close, 2 photos instead of 1, askew, because that is what I do. But then, as a nod to Maggie, I love her sense of humor, and I think from, you know, a lot of the comments and interactions, I think she has a wonderful little bit of a sarcastic sense of humor, and therefore I wanted, as a nod to her, get this title down, because I just love it. This is a Bramble Fox title, and in the end I got quite a few lovely Bramble Fox bits and pieces on here, but I couldn't help myself. Just chilling. I'm sorry, I think I'm hilarious, my friends. So there you go. There you go. But I do love it. Yeah, because, you know, putting the air conditioner in 10 days after wearing winter clothes, and there you go. And I think the Just Chillin' was not quite meant as I am using it, but I love it, and it fits here perfectly, and the colors matched. So then I thought I would bring in some of the leaves, a toque, but then a sunflower. So just all sort of silly little bits to go with the contrast of what I have here. This I don't think is a Bramble Fox piece. It was in one of those bowls on my desk, and I think I've had it for a very long time. I'm not too sure where I got it, but I don't think that is Bramble Fox. But all of these bits here are Bramble Fox. I just popped one of the flares, so it sort of gives that whole diagonal feel, but with just that little bit popped up there. I popped up the tops and the side here of the photos, and I changed my mind. I didn't go with the lovely calico sequins. I went with one of the new releases, Sweet Pea, because I think the colors were just a teensy bit more, you know, matching maybe a little bit more with what I was going for in the rest of the layout. So at the end of the day, I think this one is quite funny. I think it says it all. I don't know that I need to do any journaling. If I do, I'll put maybe just a little journaling label here and write, or I might even do it on the other side. Or now that I'm thinking of it, my friends, because now that I have all of that here, I'm wondering whether I need a little something down here. So that might be the perfect little addition. We'll see that when I do my wrap up at the end of the month. But I think I might put a NicoleJones911 journaling label here and just do a little bit of journaling, sort of, you know, saying something like the difference between May 27th and May 17th and May 27th, or something like that. But I love it. I'm quite proud of this title. It's, I think, a nod to the lovely Maggie. And as I mentioned at the beginning, I will have her details, YouTube and Instagram, link down below. And I'm using the bingo board for sort of like a grab 5, as I said. So fussy cutting, circles, so I'm, you know, the flare, and I'm counting this a little bit as circles, sequins, let me see, flare, of course, and what was the other one? And I guess, oh, distressed edges, of course, distressed edges. So I'm using it a little bit as a grab 5. I could have also probably popped multi-photo in there, but there we go. So use the bingo board this time a little bit as a grab 5. Don't forget, my friends, hashtag 30DSCBL12 to find us and for us to find you. And the playlist has all of the videos for your viewing pleasure. And I love in the evenings after work or when I'm just relaxing, I just pop on the playlist and watch it like TV, since I don't have TV anyway. So there you go, my friends. I will see you back here tomorrow for a very special 30 days of sketches. See you then, my friends. Bye for now.